Hey everybody, welcome to your online ninja training skills workout, week 4, day number 2. Today we're doing static balance and lock-off holds. Over to you, Coach Steven.
Today's skills will be working on static balance and lock-off holds. You're going to need a few pieces of equipment. I recommend having 2 balance beams for a static balance. And for a lock-offs, a bar, ledge, or somewhere you can hang off of. Beginner static balance progression 1. You're going to stand next to your balance beam, stepping up onto 1 foot and then trying to balance for 3 seconds. You're going to then step back down and then repeat that as many reps as you can for 15 to 20 seconds per side. Beginner lock-off progression 1. We will be doing a feet-assisted lock-off, so feet will be on the floor or on a chair or table, somewhere that can help take some weight off your upper body. You will then be at the top of a chin-up or pull-up position and are trying to hold there for 6 to 10 seconds. You are doing 3 repetitions. Beginner static balance progression 2. You'll be walking along your balance beam this time, taking small, slow steps. Take your time with it. You don't need to rush. We want to see control and consistency. Try not to come off, and you're going to try to keep walking for 30 to 45 seconds. Beginner lock-off progression 2. Doing your lock-off, this time with your feet off the ground or supporting surface. You want to have your feet together, so drive your ankles and knees together, and you're going to hold there for 6 to 10 seconds and doing 3 reps. Beginner static balance progression 3. You're going to stand in the middle of your balance beam and squat down. Use your hand to reach out to one side. You can try to reach and touch the floor or another balance beam, and then you're going to stand back up. Repeat another squat, and this time using your other hand, reaching to the other side, and repeat as many reps as you can for 30 to 45 seconds. Beginner lock-off progression 3. Another lock-off hold here, but this time your feet will be wide. So spread them out to the sides and try to hold and maintain that position for 6 to 10 seconds and doing 3 reps of that. Intermediate static balance progression 1. Walk forward along your balance beam until you get to the very end. You will do a controlled turnaround, keeping upright, and then walk back. You are always walking forward, and you're doing as many laps as you can for 30 to 45 seconds. Intermediate lock-off progression 1. Holding up in a lock-off position, you will be alternating your feet, stepping and reaching forward. Try not to swing, so you want to maintain a tight core and tight grip, but you will be alternating 1 foot going in front and then coming back under your body. You will do as many reps as you can for 6 to 10 seconds, and then doing 3 reps of that. Intermediate static balance progression 2. With one balance beam propped up on top of the other, you will now have an incline on your beam. You're going to start at the bottom, walking your way up to the top or the highest point of your incline, turning around, and then walking all the way back down. You will repeat as many laps as you can along that incline for 30 to 45 seconds. Intermediate lock-off progression 2. Beginning in a lock-off hold, you will have your feet this time in front of you. You don't want to bend your legs like an L-sit. They should be a little bit lower and a little more in front of you. You're trying to hold for 6 to 10 seconds, and you're doing 3 reps. Intermediate static balance progression 3. Walk along your incline balance beam again, but taking a squat in between each step. As you squat down, you will take one hand, reach to the side, either touching the floor or reaching for an object, and then standing back up. Each squat, you should switch which side you touch. You're going to do as many laps as you can for 30 to 45 seconds. Intermediate lock-off progression 3. Starting in a lock-off with your feet together, you will then reach one leg out to the side as far as you can. Bring it back into the middle and then alternate to the other side. Go back and forth as many as you can for 6 to 10 seconds. You're doing 3 reps of that. Advanced static balance progression 1. Walk along your balance beam. When you get to the end, you will squat down, then stand up and try to turn around and do a 180. As you face the other direction, you will continue to walk forward and repeat as many laps as you can for 30 to 45 seconds. Advanced lock-off progression 1. In a lock-off hold with one leg under you and the other in front, you will do a 8 to 12 second hold per side. You're doing 2 repetitions. Advanced static balance progression 2. With one balance beam propped up on the other, you will now have an incline. Start at the base or the bottom, walking backwards along your beam. You will make your way all the way up to the top and highest point. Turn around and go back down, again facing backwards. You're going to do as many reps as you can, or many laps as you can, for 30 to 45 seconds. Advanced lock-off progression 2. Staying in a lock-off position, you will have one knee in towards your chest and the other leg straight out like an L-sit. You're trying to hold and maintain that for 8 to 12 seconds, and then coming down and switching sides. You're going to do 2 repetitions per side. Advanced static balance progression 3. This will be similar to progression 2, except each step you go will take a squat in between. With each squat, you will reach to the side for either the floor or an object, stand back up, and repeat. Make sure you are alternating sides you are reaching for, and you are trying to do as many laps as you can of that beam for 30 to 45 seconds. Advanced lock-off progression 3. In a locked-off position, you will now have your legs straight out in front of you in an L-sit position. So hips at 90 degrees, trying to have a tight grip and a tight core. Hold, make sure that you are maintaining that for 6 to 10 seconds, and you're doing 3 repetitions.
Still here. Well, glad you're finished your workout. I hope you had a great time. If you loved your workout today and are starting to see ninja gains, make sure to let your friends know that you're doing online ninja training at home. Share this video, throw something in the comments, and let people know. Have a great weekend, and we'll see you next week.